If our home feels tense or disconnected, we don't start with a conversation, we go outside. Because for us, outdoor time isn't recreation, it's regulation. Hi, friends, I'm Stephanie, and on this channel, we talk about conscious parenting and nervous system based regulation techniques. And today, I'm going to be sharing one of the biggest and most impactful shifts that we've made in our home. One of my daughters struggles with anxiety, and when I see her spiraling or if she wakes up with anxiety, we don't overanalyze and try to talk it out. We go outside, and I recommend her to step her feet on the earth, feel the sun shining on her face, listen to the birds chirping, and 10 out of 10 times she'll go back inside minutes later saying that she feels more grounded and balanced and that her anxiety has been lessened. And if my toddler is melting down, because toddler meltdowns happen, it's inevitable, we go outside. We change environments, and by going outside, this lowers the stimulation and shortens the meltdown. And before he's even realized it, within minutes, he is having fun, getting his feet dirty, playing in the grass, going down the slide, climbing up a ladder, and the meltdown has essentially been resolved within just a few minutes of going outside. And for our family, outdoor time is non-negotiable. Either every Friday or Saturday, we make it a point to get outside in nature, whether that is a hike or a short nature stroll. And for us, this is really important after a long week of working with clients and social stimulation to head to the forest or a waterfall and reconnect and ground and cleanse and really rebalance and use nature as a tool to re-regulate our nervous systems after a long week of busyness and activities. And this way it's preventative, not reactive. So let's talk about the science behind how nature supports nervous system reset. Sunlight, particularly morning sunlight, supports circadian rhythm. So even just stepping out your front door or on your back porch for a few moments first thing in the morning helps support this rhythm. Sunlight also lowers cortisol. If you remember from the last video, cortisol is our primary stress hormone, so sunlight helps lower that, and it also improves sleep quality. Movement, for example, gentle walking in nature increases parasympathetic activation. Parasympathetic activation, again, is our rest and digest and our healing state, and it lowers stress hormones. Nature as a sensory input, natural environments also reduce overstimulation and also reduce artificial input. So thinking, looking at a screen all day, whether that's a computer or your phone or a TV, and also supports reduction of those stress hormones by being in a natural environment. And lastly, being outside in nature facilitates deeper breaths and larger oxygen intake and carbon dioxide release. So when we are tense and stuck inside all day, you may notice that your breath is more shallow and quick. And this signals to the brain that it is not a safe environment and triggers that sympathetic activation. But when we step outside and we're moving and we're in natural sunlight, you'll notice that naturally you'll start to take deeper breaths. So those deeper breaths, you'll get increased oxygenation, which is great for all of your cells in your body and tells the body that it is safe. Getting outside together is more than just the science and nervous system regulation. It is time for connection. And for us, we've seen that when parents regulate themselves, kids follow. So this is a great example of leading by example. So outdoor time reduces reactivity, lowers conflict, reduces screen time, which is great, and increases connectivity, connectedness between the parents and children, and also creates a shared experience. So for us, we love getting outside in nature for the reasons of all that I listed previously, but mostly my favorite thing is it is a time for us that is a sacred time where there's no screens, there's no devices, and it's just us and the forest, and it really allows us to open up conversations that are perhaps more difficult to have at home within the walls and of our day-to-day schedules and lives. And it really allows us to be free and experience joy and play and really just have this shared experience of being in nature with no rules and no agenda, and really just seeing how the day or the experience unfolds. We often try to fix behavior with words. However, dysregulation is a nervous system signal, and you cannot rationalize with dysregulation. So it's regulation first, conversation second. And this is where we have found that getting outside, even just for a few minutes or an hour a week as a family, has been so incredibly powerful and impactful for our family. We prioritize outdoor time because it changes the nervous system of our home. If you're trying to build a regulated home, start with regulation and step outside, even just 20 minutes a day. It's that simple. If this video resonated with you, I would love for you to hit subscribe and follow along, as every week I'll be sharing new videos on nervous system health, conscious parenting, and intentional living. I'll see you next week, friends.